right. Whew. Oh, that was a good one. That was a good one. That was a good one, as far as I'm concerned. But let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. What up, everybody? For those who do not know, I am the Black Guru. What I offer is sage wisdom. Hey, Sassy, how you doing? This is the Power 505 review and reaction. Floyd Mayweather said this season trash. He's fucking tripping. He's fucking tripping. Floyd is fucking tripping. He can't. I mean, he can't even read. So there's that. There's that. And I'm gonna talk about that, man. This episode was strangely good. It was very fucking good, Marquise. Let's talk about it, cause I let's talk about it. Let's just get into some opening thoughts about tonight's episode, cause there's a few things I want to touch on before we actually get into the nitty gritty like we normally do. The thing about power is this. What I'm starting to notice is that people are starting to kind of be on the fence about the quality of power. I was like this to start this season as well. But it seems to me that people are starting to say, this show may be becoming more redundant, or it's kind of starting to lose some of its steam. And that it's disappointing that these sorts of things happen with urban shows. And I'm just going to go ahead and say it. And I've said this before on these scopes. It seems like urban shows only last about 4 or 5 seasons. An urban show only lasts about 4 or 5 seasons because it seems like urban audiences just simply turn away. They just don't have the attention span to ride with a show for a decade or so. What's up, Brad? So let me make a comparison. Ghost, as in the rock band Ghost. No, not exactly. Not exactly. Um, Let me give an example. The Big Bang Theory, the Big Bang Theory has been around for fucking years. The Big Bang Theory is definitely over 10 years old, if I'm not mistaken. The Big Bang Theory is over 10 years old and still going strong. The spinoff show, Young Sheldon, is still going on, still going strong. But it seems like these urban shows, I don't know, for some reason, people start turning away. I had a lot of people ask me or suggest to me that Snowfall, a new show about dope dealing on FX, is better than Power. Young Sheldon was good. Yeah, a lot of people are telling me Snowfall is better than Power. And Snowfall is only one season in, and it's already better than the show that has 5 seasons in. And let me say something about Power. Power is a very strong show. It's a very creative show. It's a very, very good show. And I mean, it's good on a fucking meta level. It's not just good as far as its immediate entertainment value. It's good on a meta level. There's all kind of second and third and fourth level shit that takes place on Power that most television shows simply don't deliver on. So when people criticize Power, I'm a little bit skeptical. I'm a little bit skeptical. But let's get into this. So I think tonight's episode was really, really fucking good, especially towards the back end of the episode, especially towards when we start talking about the argument that took place at the St. Patrick House. They would say that power center around love, not so much the streets. I would agree with that specialty that the show does center around love, but they use the streets as a backdrop. Where do you think Power would be if they messed up the casting of Tommy? Because the guy who played him was great tonight. Yeah, all of the casting was spot on. most of the casting, Brad, was spot on Power. And for the last 2 weeks in a row, Ghost has been fucking brilliant. I honestly thought Kendrick was going to perform at the truth as himself. That's what I thought too, Marquise. And I'm gonna talk about Kendrick Lamar. Just finished watching it. All right, well, so we all here. I forgot to put spoilers in the title, but by now y'all should know what time it is with me. You gonna like this, Brad. So, let's talk about tonight's episode. We start out with Vincent, the mob boss. And yeah, I think we owe Lamar an apology. Yeah. We start out with Vincent, the mob boss, forcing Tariq to either shoot his best friend or shoot Tommy, because Vincent found out the little bullshit that Sammy did. Sammy being Tariq's friend, he found out he lied to him on some bullshit. So he forced him, said, hey, I'm about to shoot. You got to shoot one of these motherfuckers. These is your peoples. And I'll criticize Vincent the mob boss back in episode 2, because I said I'm not interested in none of these motherfucker storylines. But come to find out, I'm not really that mad about it. They should have just went all the way here and shot him. So here comes Tommy. He worried about the shit. He like, shit, am I going to get my ass shot? And, Tariq chooses to shoot his homeboy, but it was blanks in, the gun was unloaded. So he just wanted to, put him in a precarious situation. And Vincent said as he walked out, he said, basically, we family, but that's all we are. You basically out the business. I didn't kill you. I didn't have none of you motherfuckers killed, but y'all definitely out the business. Then we have this conversation between Ghost and Tariq, which is going to come back later. You know what? Skip the shit. Let's just get into it. I want to get right into it. I want to go right here, because this was some of the most powerful shit of the night. I want to start right here tonight, because I got to start with what I feel in my spirit. I got to go with my spirit. This fucking scene in this fucking house was so incredible for a lot of different reasons. This scene is basically the culmination of 5 seasons of storytelling. I'm keeping it real with you guys. This scene could not have been done without 5 years of bricklaying to make this scene powerful. Ghost walks his drunk ass in there. Tariq's fucking pissed off, but Tariq has a point. Tariq has a fucking point. Tariq was going the fuck off, bro. Ghost versus Tariq back on the table. Oh, yeah, definitely. Tariq is officially broken. Yeah. Ghost walk his little drunk ass in. He's fucking all over the fucking couch. Look at his fucking drunk ass. Fucking drunk ass motherfucker. Get your drunk ass up, Jamie. He already fucked up at the charity event. And look at Tariq looking at him like, man, motherfucker, you ain't shit. You ain't shit. But what Ghost is saying, he like, fuck, man, I did all of this shit so you can have a nice life. And Tariq is like, bro, I don't want that shit. Fuck this shit. And that's the basis of this conversation here. Hardwick plays a good drunk. He played that scene beautifully. Like I said, Hardwick's been on fire the last 2 weeks. Wade, kidding aside, his acting in this scene was on point. On point. Both of them. Both of them were fucking on point. That's why I said Hardwick's been on fire for fucking 2 weeks now. 2 straight weeks. He was on fire last week. He was on fire this week. That's some stuff that happens in real life too. Exactly. And he brought him, and there's another interesting thing about this scene. He opens up the fucking cake that says Raina's name, and he sticks his finger in it and he licks it. He doesn't even notice that the cake is for Raina. So he's completely out of his fucking mind. He's completely unaware of what's going on. He's really hit rock bottom. He's hit fucking rock bottom. And we've seen this character hit rock bottom before in the streets, but we've never seen him hit rock bottom amongst his family. Very, very, very interesting. So while he's sitting there on, hitting rock bottom, which another thing about this fucking scene, the lighting, and I like to give credit where credit is due. How this shit was lit, the color palette that was used, and how this shit was fucking lit, it was beautiful. See, never Emmy Award performance. Yeah, he saw to remind me of Family Drunk Nights. Yeah, this was beautiful, and people don't get enough credit for, I always give Snowfall a lot of credit for being lit very well. Well, this scene right here was lit extremely fucking well. And Tariq leans in on the little motherfucker, the little badass motherfucker Tariq leans in on Ghost, and he tells him, use a selfish motherfucker. All you ever do is care about yourself. And he goes, if Raina hated you, she might still be alive. That's some cold ass fucking shit to tell your pops, man. That's some cold shit. If Raina hated you too, she might still be here. He said Raina knew who you was too, but she didn't really care. Cause you bought her stuff. That's some cold shit, Tariq. That's some cold-blooded motherfucking shit, man. I gotta think about this. That's some cold motherfucking shit. So then, once he says that, yeah, that's some cold-blooded fucking shit to say. When he told him that Raina knew who Ghost was, that hurt him. It did hurt him. Nice stuff, but Ghost needed to hear that to get his shit together, maybe. Definitely. He was right. He was right, Chocolate. He was. But he was right, though. Ah, shit. So then Ghost said, fuck it, I'm about to steal on this little nigga. I'm about to hit his ass. So Ghost hopped up. Another note, that fireplace in the back was a great fucking touch. I love the fireplace in the back. But Ghost stood up like, man, I'm about to swing on this motherfucker. So Tariq stepped back like he's Muhammad Ali. Look at Tariq. He didn't step back like he's Ali. Like he got a little Ali shuffle in him. But what about the pills he took? Let's see what happens with that. Because Tasha may start slipping without them pills. Vader, V-like never had a convo like that. Vader versus Luke never had a convo like that. Exactly, Brad. He also said they only cared about material things. Yeah. And you bring up a great point, Brad. When we talk about the dynamic of the St. Patrick's, when we talk about the dynamic of the St. Patrick's, when people criticize this show, I will defend. I won't defend everything about the show, but I will defend the dynamics of the St. Patrick's. This is some of the best fucking family drama in a crime drama setting that I have ever fucking seen. The way these characters relate to one another in this family drama is in fucking credible. And you feel as if you know this family. And like I said, these scenes on tonight, what's up, Tawana? These scenes on tonight took 5 years of bricklaying to have the sort of resonance that it had. You feel like you know Tariq. You feel like you know fucking Ghost. You feel like you know Tasha. She'll go on to Steve Harvey on the birthday cake. That's a funny observation. Brad said she went Steve Harvey on the birthday cake. Well, let me talk about it. I'll get to that. Don't let me forget you said that. So when people say, well, I don't like Power. Power getting kind of boring. You got me fucked up. You really do. Power is open for criticism. That's without a doubt. Power is open for criticism, but the St. Patrick's are a compelling fucking family, and their drama is compelling fucking drama, night in and night out. You got to get into Tommy and Tariq scene. Yeah, I'm getting around. I had to start at the end tonight because I was so passionate about this fucking scene. So, Tasha tells Ghost, get the fuck out of here with your drunk fucking Hennessy breath smelling ass. If you don't get your fucking Hennessy cognac breath smelling ass up out of here, he like, motherfucker, this is my house. You left, not me. She like, and? I blame that dumbass superhero lord for not looking at the cake. If facts, troll, you beat me to it. It was a great episode because it was a lot of the big five, exactly. And Ghost was fucking, he left, which was cool. That's good that he left, you know. But one thing I like about Tasha over the past 2 weeks, we've seen Tasha and Ghost get into a lot of heated arguments. They had the argument last week in the closet when she told him she basically wants a divorce, and they have this situation tonight. And we see Tasha has not backed down from Ghost, not one. She always is toe to toe with fucking Ghost. She never backs down from his ass. She has like zero fucking fear of Ghost. Ever. So every time he get loud and he's pointing his finger and he's getting demonstrative, she's right there on his ass. She doesn't, she has no fucking fear of that dude. Which makes her incredible because she doesn't become like a damsel in distress, She knows who he is. She knows he's a fucking killer. She knows these things about him. So this, let me start at the beginning now. Well, no, I want to come here because this is where Tasha standing her ground. Facts. Tasha was a little bit cold on Tariq. That gives Tariq a legit reason to kill her. Still hoping for the ultimate villain. Facts. Her mother's heartless. Oh, let me see. Y'all being okay. Let's start from the beginning. Well, let me address this, then we'll start from the beginning. Because now y'all jumping around and talking about things I do want to address. But I want to talk about the pastor here, our good pastor. It's finally time Ghost got him some fucking talk to somebody about the shit. Because he's been holding this shit in for a while now. He's really wrecking his life well beyond it needs to be. And those excuses he gave as far as what's going on in his life right now, not being able to take responsibility, I think the pastor was giving him spot on advice. You need to stop blaming everybody else for your bullshit. It's Tariq's fault. It's everybody else's fault but yours, and you gotta fix everything. You need to let go. Is this the crooked pastor? I don't know. He wasn't crooked tonight. Ghost did say, "I ain't your son, nigga." That was good. Yeah. That was good, Keith. He was like, "Talk to me, son." "I ain't your son, nigga." I said, "Ah, shit. Ghost fucking drunk." Ah, fuck. Well, let me start from the beginning, because y'all some tough customers, boy. So like I said, Teresi chose to shoot his fucking friend. Let's talk about the cake scene. One thing kind of interested me about the cake scene, when Tasha walks in to get the cake, and he says, "Hello, Miss St. Patrick." Same thing like every year. One strawberry and one chocolate for the twins. And then she says, "Oh no, it'll be one cake this year." Something that stuck out to me was Raina's death has been on TV. They did a whole press conference in regards to Raina's death. Remember? So Raina's death has been highly publicized. They had her funeral was fucking. They had media people at the funeral, right? So why would a guy who knows Miss St. Patrick not know that Raina has been fucking killed? I mean, if you turn on the evening news and they're talking about the death of a young girl named Raina, the daughter of Tasha St. Patrick, if you're a baker, you're gonna be like, "Hey, I know that woman." So that's just something that caught me off guard. I'm like, Raina's death has been highly publicized. Highly publicized. So you would think that the people who know Miss St. Patrick knows what she's going through right now. But that's just something that I noticed. But so she leans into her little lawyer's arms and shit. So this was finally Ghost, Tommy, and Kanan meet up at a central location and not in a fucking alley. Not in some dark ass alley like they have been. And y'all wanted Simon back. Finally, Simon brings his little racist ass back. He was so fucking racist tonight. Simon was so fucking racist tonight. He brought his old Trump supporting ass back in tonight. Told you he back. Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was real racist tonight. He brought his old fucking Trump supporting um Make America Great Again ass back. He should have had a Make America Great Again hat on. That would have been best. I told you Stern will be back. I figured he would, Marquise. Yeah, all that's missing is the red hat. Yeah, he just needed a fucking red hat on. Wait, he gonna play a role, I think. Yeah, so he brought his little racist ass back, which led to some shit. Um, Interesting conversation they had here. Now let's get into this element of tonight because I don't want to go too far and not talk about this. Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar, aka a Benz is a car. I still think Kendrick Lamar first CD was his best. I hate to be that guy who always thinks the first CD was the best, but I still like Good Kid, Mad City over everything, and Section 80. As I sip my water, he was amazing. You think so, GG? Now, I apologize. Kendrick played this so well. Y'all think it was really good? Y'all think this shit was good? I do too. I think it was great. I think it was really, really good. Now, initially, this initial scene here, I didn't fucking like that shit. Because I'm like, oh, I guess he's supposed to be like a fucking comedian telling jokes and shit. But I'm like, I'm kind, because I was already kind of dismissive about Kendrick even being on the show due to what I said previously, that Empire started bringing on celebrities on the show, and that really, to me, it didn't hurt Empire because Empire was already fucked up. But I felt that bringing celebrities on the show is like a desperate plea to get attention, and I was like, man, it's just when all those celebrities start popping up on Empire, Alicia Keys and all them motherfuckers, I'm like, whatever. I'm basically like, whatever at that point. But I think Chris Rock was on Empire. They just kept bringing in more and more fucking celebrities. So I thought this was another weak attempt at that, and I didn't like this first scene, but the character grew on me. So every time he appeared in three different scenes, and every time he appeared, I liked the character more and more and more. He led Cannon to the guys he was looking for. Facts. Did you see what Kim said at end? They make guests play opposite of what they're like in real life. Yeah. And I think Kendrick did a great job. What's up, Smiley? Was it the my nigga scene you didn't like? I didn't. You know what, Brad? I was fucked up about him even being on the show, so it wouldn't have mattered what he did. I wasn't gonna like it. For starters, that's part of the reason why I didn't like this scene initially, because it didn't matter what he played. I wasn't gonna like it because I don't like the idea of kind of bringing these celebrity figures on to try to piggyback off their celebrity and shit. But with that being out the way and me getting out of my own way behind that, I do think Kendrick's performance on tonight was brilliant. I really loved it. I really loved everything he brought to it. I like all of his scenes were very fucking funny. I laughed. You know, I found myself laughing at a lot of the shit he was saying. So I definitely enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed Kendrick Lamar on tonight's episode. Here come this motherfucker on a bike. And 50 need to stop doing this shit. He done did it a couple of times this season. He keep doing these fucking scenes where he just the man and shit, riding on the bike, and then the scene when he pulled up at the warehouse to save Ghost and Tommy. You know, he riding around like he Debo and shit. All right, 50. We know you. We know 50. We get it, 50. Goddamn. You a gangster, 50. I know. We get it, bro. You the man. We get it. Anyway, that's just me fucking around. So here come Kendrick doing the fucking butterfly and the Tootsie Roll. And at this point, I'm like, man, this... Because I'm thinking this is the only thing Kendrick gonna do. I was thinking like this was it for Kendrick. So at the end of this point right here, I'm like, man, fuck. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, that's it? I'm like, oh, this was terrible. So as at this moment, I'm not really enjoying Kendrick's appearance. Now I have this is the scene where Ghost gets Dre's ass fired because of some paperwork. So Ghost went through the paperwork, found the loophole, and got um, Dre fired on a loophole. I take a screenshot of this woman here because she's fucking beautiful, and I'm glad I got to see her again. My God, she's fucking just amazing. I think it's the hair. It's got to be the hair in a combination with the skin. I don't know, but this woman is fucking amazing. God damn. I didn't. The Kendrick. Yeah. This is Ghost flash in the pan scene. I missed it. What happened? Yeah, Ghost ended up finding a loophole in the paperwork, which caused Dre's ass to be fired. She's fucking gorgeous. So this is just a shout out to her. We can move on. Ghost ended up getting Dre's bitch ass fired because of a non-compete clause that he signed when he worked at Truth. So he signed a contract at Truth that said that he could not work for another another New York nightclub. So Ghost found that paperwork and brought it to everyone's attention and got Dre's ass fired. So this is the scene here where Tommy and Angela, who we don't really see interact with each other that much, and I'm gonna talk about that in a second. But we don't really see those two interact with each other. But they finally took the tracker off of Tommy's car. Now here's when shit get kind of tight for Ghost. Here's when Ghost start really losing his mind. What's up, Ronnie? I think Simon will turn Dre into a politician to force Tate out. Interesting. Yeah, this when shit start heating up right here. This is when shit really start heating up. So Dre is not the face of the project. No, he's still. What happened, Carolyn? Ghost was trying to get his ass out of the face of the project, and it almost worked. But Councilman Tate still wanted Dre as the face of the project. So Councilman Tate invited Dre to the fundraiser. So this is the scene in front of us now, where Councilman Tate is saying, "Hey, Ghost, I'm still rolling with Dre. I'm still rolling with Dre. Even though you got him fired, I'm still rolling with Dre. He's still going to be the face of the project." Why is Tate even involved in QCP anyway? I think it's for his election purposes. The Queen's Child Project. I think he wants to get that done for the community so he can get those votes. So he wants to do something for the community so he can get the votes for the community so he can win election. Tate picked Dre because he thought he could control him. That's why I think Simon will do it. This was the scene where Ghost was like the nigga pushing drugs about Dre. He did snitch on Dre. Good. I forgot about that specialty. He did snitch on Dre. He said he's fucking selling dope. He fucking snitched. You fucking Ghost was losing it. Ghost hit rock bottom tonight, y'all. I love this scene here because this is the beginning of the dinner here. I love this fucking scene. Like I said, I love how it's lit. I love how they have the two chairs missing. I love how the two chairs are missing, indicating that Raina and Ghost are missing. See, this is when I say that Power is better than Snowfall, it's because it's meta shit like this. It's visionary shit like this that a lot of people don't really catch, but it's important. It resonates with you on a conscious and subconscious level. Snowfall doesn't do that. They haven't gotten into that yet. Power has always done that. See, just the fact that two chairs are missing, what they're saying is Ghost is missing and Raina's missing. Yeah, Marquise, it really does have a Last Supper feel to it. The way that it's lit, the way that everybody's sitting at the table. So that's what I mean. And I like Snowfall. I really do. Snowfall has a lot of potential. The screenshots made me notice how literally dark the show was today. It set the tone. Exactly. I started off by saying that, GG, that the way that they lit this entire breakdown of the family scene, that, you know, everything that happens in this house from this point on, it was lit so perfectly. Even with the fireplace in the background, you know, that's what I mean by fucking Power is way better than fucking Snowfall in that regard. But don't let me forget you said that, because I'm gonna come back to that. So these everybody got phones at the table for some reason. I don't know why everybody's at the table texting and shit. Y'all put these fucking phones up one time for my birthday, but Kanan texting in bit emojis and shit. What type of gangster killer ass nigga use bit emojis? But whatever. I'm okay with it. You know, I didn't know too many gangsters using bit emojis. But whatever though, you know, to each his own, if you will, to each his own. And then the only bad thing I would say about Power is I personally like to have an idea of where a show is. Here's another interesting scene. Guru, that damn Tariq made his return. That's true. The kind of bike riding a bell. Yeah, good point, Tro. Going, I have no idea about where Power is going, which is good. It, you know. Now I want to talk about this scene here. Tommy's like, yeah, you know, come ride with me. I got your gift in the car, you know. Come ride with me. He rides with him, but then he breaks it down to him and says, look, man, you the one who told fucking Dre that we was coming for him. So Tommy didn't figure this shit out. So he called Tariq little bitch ass to the carpet about what he did at Raina's funeral. He called his little bitch ass on that bullshit. He said, dude, why the fuck you snitch? Why the fuck you do that shit? He said, I'm in a whole bunch of shit right now because you did that. I'm in a whole bunch of fucking shit. What's up, Black and Juicy? I felt bad for Tariq's birthday being all messed up. Yeah, but the whole St. Patrick family is fucked up. They shouldn't even have had that little birthday party. Because they family is in such disarray. They shouldn't even have did that shit. Honestly. But yeah, you know, he's out with the Italians. The business is fucked up. And he said, why would you do some motherfucking shit? It was a G-Check specialty. Let me interject here. For those who do not know, I am the Black Guru. What I offer is sage wisdom. Follow the Black Guru if you don't already. And keep those hearts flying. Follow the Black Guru right here on Periscope. Follow the Black Guru on YouTube. The Black Guru on YouTube. Tonight's review, among other things that I produce, will be uploaded to YouTube. So go ahead and follow me there for more content. But yeah, he G-checked this motherfucking ass. Straight up. He G-checked this motherfucking ass. I realize in this scene, Tariq will replace Ghost in the future. I think Tariq pick either Tommy or 50. And he told his little bitch ass, he said, look, man, I'm in a bunch of bullshit because of you. Why did you do it? He said, because Drake helped me get Raina's killer, excuse me. He said, Drake helped me get Raina's killer. He said, yeah, thinking about your fucking, only loyal to yourself, just like your fucking daddy. That was an interesting statement. He said, you only loyal to yourself, just like your fucking pops. That was interesting. So then here's our second Kendrick Lamar scene. And this is when I started liking Kendrick on tonight's episode. Because I only thought he was going to have one appearance. And that initial appearance I didn't like. But when I seen this, I started liking it because he was funny. He was saying, hey, you know, we all the same and all this type of shit. So it was funny. So I started enjoying Kendrick's appearance at this point of the episode. So this was good. And, you know, he's fucking making jokes and acting kind of crazy. I really did. I really liked Kendrick on tonight. And I was very nervous about it. Honestly, I was anti-Kendrick. But, Guru, I thought Tommy said I'm sounding like your father. No, he said you acting like your father. He didn't say I'm sounding like your father. He said you only loyal to yourself, just like your dad. See, now we got to connect that. I'll connect it here in a second. Hold on. So Kendrick did really good on tonight. I really enjoyed Kendrick. And this is the scene where one of the Tainos get his fucking head blown out. Um, Great fucking scene right here. Absolutely loved it. Did you know he was going to be guest starring? Yeah, I knew. Don't think about it too hard. Look at the blood, ew. Yeah, best was he all bloody thinking about dino bites. Got dog, that Paul still frame. Whoa, I know Gemini, and I came across that Paul still frame by accident too. I was like, ooh, that's a good. Let me keep that. Kendrick was good, but that's a dead role unless Kendrick brings him along. He can make a return. I can see that character coming back. Now he told Tariq, "You only loyal to those who help," cause which I think he gonna say later on is Tariq going to off himself with Tasha's pills. Ooh, I hope not. Nah, he told Tariq you basically he said you only loyal to yourself like your daddy. Now let me talk about this scene here. Let me talk about this scene here because this motherfucker come in with a goddamn cake, and how your stupid ass didn't even check the fucking cake. I heard that Terry Silver was in NBA 2K19 as a tenacious rebounder. That was a good one, Marquise. What about him asking Tasha if she wished he was dead instead? I'm getting there, Gemini. Tonight's episode was loaded. Okay, guys, I gotta speed up. Let me stop bullshit. Let me speed up. Okay, fuck. First of all, this motherfucker walk in with a cake, and how your little stupid ass didn't check the fucking cake, bro? I mean, how you even know if you go pick up a fucking cake, you go at least open it up to see like is it is everything right about it? You know what I mean? Especially if you know the cake got names and letters on it and shit like that, you gonna want to check the fucking cake, right? So I don't know why he didn't do that shit, but what I do like is I do like Tasha's mama. I'm liking her more and more every fucking week. She like he showed well dressed for a delivery boy, and when she was texting at the table, her mama was like, "Who you texting, Tasha?" So her mama is on her motherfucking ass. Her mama do not like this little fucking relationship they got going on. The mama do not like this fucking relationship that they got going on with with Silver and Tasha. She don't like that motherfucking shit, and she's busting balls every chance she gets, and I fucking love it. Absolutely fucking love it. Her mother was out of place and disrespectful. Nah, I kind of like her. I like her cause Tasha do she need to get some shit. Silver need to get some shit too. Silver need to get some shit too. Was he was there when she made it? I don't know how she fucked up the cake. Silver's part. He was there. That's a good point, especially Silver's part of Marvel superheroes comic. Simping man, you spilling the tea, honey. Mama Tasha is going to tell Ghost. Ooh, I don't know about that. That's interesting. So here we go. You know, the police fucking barge in, which I'm getting sick of. I don't know how the police just keep barging into these people's house during all kind of odd hours and shit. But you know, good thing that Silver was there when the police barged in. Good thing Silver was there when the police barged in because, um, they're serving paperwork and shit. And good thing your lawyer was there to keep that shit from becoming even worse. So good thing he was there when that happened. That's a good theory, but I never seen her have a one-on-one with Ghost. Nah, but shit, just because we haven't seen it don't mean it can't happen. Who's signing the police documents? The FISA court. I know, right? I was thinking the same thing. Great timing, Silver. The Spanish NYPD had that evil smirk at the end. Exactly, Marquise. You beat me to it. So she don't really give a fuck too much about Tasha. She want to get Angela's ass. She want to get fucking Angela. And I had somebody on Twitter tell me that they kind of feel like Angela's storyline is becoming redundant as far as her working with her working, the inner workings of the FBI, and Angela's getting kind of redundant. I said I sort of agree with that. However, the fact that this NYPD agent detective is on Angela's ass, and Angela may be facing serious jail time for obstruction of justice, that changes the entire dynamic. That changes fucking everything. That changes fucking everything. She should did. Yeah, Angela is on our radar for sure. Yeah. So when she called it in, because remember, she already talked to the motherfucker who logged in, who Angela used a login to delete that gun record. So the NYPD agent's already kind of ahead of the game. So she's on some other level shit. She's not there to just find the gun. She want to really bust Angela right now. She really want to get Angela, and it's really out of fucking vengeance and spite right now, cause she don't like that motherfucking bitch. She don't, and that shit's gonna come to a head, and I am here for it. I really am. For those who do not know, I am the Black Guru. What I offer is sage wisdom. Bianca, that's her name, Blanca Bianca. Isn't that the Eternal Affairs lady? Who? Nah, that's not Eternal Affairs. That's NYPD. Yeah, right. He told who had his password. Facts. Bianca gonna get clapped by Tommy. Ooh. So here's our final scene with Kendrick Lamar. I absolutely loved it again. Like I said, I love Kendrick's performance on tonight. I give him an A+. I was a little bit skeptical and I was reserved, but that was my personal feelings because I don't like bringing in celebrities, and because I didn't like when Empire did that shit, and I thought that really, really hurt Empire. Well, no, it didn't hurt Empire because Empire already sucked. So those celebrities were kind of a nail in the coffin. But I just didn't like it, and I didn't want Power to start going down that road. But they did it with Kendrick Lamar, and I think it was still brilliant. So I do want to give Kendrick an A+. I really did enjoy his character, honestly. So here we go. Joe goes drinking. This is when he told him, "I ain't your son, nigga. I ain't your son, nigga." So, Ghost getting fucked up. Ghost snatching up Councilman Tate. Councilman Tate stands up and say, "Hey, man, you know you fucked up, right? You know you fucked up." I wish they would tell us more about Internal Affairs later. We need to know why she after everybody so bad. Then here go the rain and cake situation, which was fucked up. And like I said, later in this episode, Ghost opens up the cake, takes a motherfucking piece out of it, and not even realizing the fucking shit says Raina, just to show how fucking drunk his little ass was. This is the scene that I wanted to talk about right here. I wanted to get here. I think somebody mentioned this earlier. For one, the way this fucking scene is lit, I mean, goodness gracious. I mean, lit to perfection. I surely want a slice of that cake. That cake do look good, though, don't it, Gigi? That cake did look good. I don't know, but that cake did look good. That cake did look good. You still could have ate the cake. I mean, we know you got the wrong cake, but we still celebrating the life of Raina, so go ahead and give me a slice. That's what I would have said. Go ahead and give me a slice. Yeah, it didn't even notice her name on the cake. I'd be like, we gonna celebrate Raina tonight. Go ahead and give me a slice, if you don't mind. It looks too perfect. I think it's like a cheesecake. I bet that shit good. So, like I said, this scene was lit so fucking perfectly. And Tariq asked the fucking question, and I mean, this fucking question, oh my god, this fucking question was deep as fuck. He said, he almost walked away. He walked away, but he turned back around and he said, "Do you wish it was me instead of Raina who got killed?" I would have been like, shit, let me get a slice. I don't give a fuck who name on the shit. Yeah, I would have had to get a slice, bro. Me. But when he asked that question and Tasha looked up and she didn't say no. She didn't say no. She didn't say no. I would never think that. Yeah, she basically said yes by not saying no. She didn't even fucking answer him. And let me not to give this scene too much weight, but let me say this. I would tell him, don't ask me questions you don't want to hear the answer to. Anything besides no, GG, is a yes. It's one of those questions. Anything besides no is yes. So even saying don't ask me questions you don't want the answer to, that's a yes. Anything besides no is yes. And let me unpack something. I remember, growing up, I would deal with my mother because it was me, my mom, and my sister, and I would deal with my mom, and you kind of think sometimes, or my mom would make certain comments that seemed as if she favored my sister over me. And I would get that. This is real life shit. That's why I was able to connect with that scene, because I kind of see where Tariq coming from. You kind of want to ask your mom that shit. Let me give you an example. We went. Me and my sister went to the dentist, and the dentist, the dentist checking all our teeth and shit, and the dentist said my sister had a couple cavities and I didn't. So I was kind of proud, like, oh yeah, I ain't got no cavities. I was kind of happy about that. And then my mama told the dentist that she was surprised that my sister had cavities. She was like, I would think it would be me. She basically like, I think it will be the how does she say it? I remember the quote. She said you would think it would be one and not the other. That's what she told the dentist. She was like, damn, I didn't know she had cavities and he didn't. You would think it would be one and not the other. And how I took that, I'm like, what the fuck you mean? You would think it'll be me and not her. What the fuck? What do you think of me? That I would have cavities, but she wouldn't. So that's how I took that for me personally. I give that little bit of a small of an example to show you guys that Tariq asking this question, from my experience, wasn't really out of left field. It really wasn't too far out of left field, and I felt where he was coming from. So I tell that story just to let you guys know that I felt where he was coming from. I'm confused though. She keeps pushing him away, but they had a car scene pouring out to him 2 weeks ago. Yeah, well, Tasha's confused right now. She's on fucking pills. She just lost her daughter. She's about to get a divorce. She's dealing with a motherfucking sassy ass lawyer. One of the league's best rebounders. So she's got a lot going on. Her husband essentially fell in love with another woman. I mean, come on, she's going through a lot right now. I don't blame Tasha. Okay, so where are we? So we back here. This is some other non fucking St. Patrick shit that I really didn't care about. This scene right here. We'll see where this comes to later, but right now I really don't give a fuck about it. This was small fries on tonight's episode, but I'm interested to see where it goes. But it was more non St. Patrick business shit, so I didn't care. We talked about this scene right here. I wanted to talk about this scene because the scene with Tariq in the car with Tommy, and he said, you're just like your fucking father. You're only loyal to yourself like your father. I think Tommy is going to probably set Ghost up, maybe. But we know that Teresi is about to snitch. So this scene here when he gets the tracker from Angela, I'm thinking Tommy's going to be like, hey, because in this scene here, Teresi tells Tommy, let's break this down line for line. Teresi tells Tommy, basically, it's not snitching. You're only supposed to be loyal to people you're supposed that are loyal to you. Then it's snitching if you're snitch on somebody who's loyal to you. But if the person is not loyal to you, then it's not snitching. At that point, it's not snitching. Well, when Tommy tells, yeah, otherwise his business, right? Yeah, but when Tommy tells um Tariq that, hey, you just like your dad, you're only loyal to yourself. What he's saying is Ghost is only loyal to himself. It's going to be something when Tommy finds out Ghost and Kanan set up the shootout. Facts, although Ghost probably didn't know the details. Yeah, he set up and he told him, hey, I think Tommy did pick up on that, Brad. That's why he came and got the tracker. That's why he came here to get the tracker from Angela. Yeah, but what he going to do with the tracker? He's setting Dad up. I don't know, Troll. He might be setting up Ghost. I don't know. He might be setting up Kanan. It's going to be interesting. He told Tommy what he was doing. So yeah, now here go your boy Teresi snitching, and we see towards the end of the episode, Ghost, excuse me, not Ghost, but Kanan and Tariq riding with each other. I don't think that to Ghost, maybe a fist fight. If Tommy was smart enough to know Tariq gave Dre the heads up, I know he knows Teresi's ratting on him. Remember back when Tommy's father lady said they don't care who you rat on, they will kill you. And she did say that, Marquise. He's setting up Dre. And like I said, we talked about this scene already, and then we finally have this scene here where, you know, after Ghost has his spiritual awakening, after he finds Jesus, he goes, knocks on Angela's door. So maybe he's about to fucking, I don't know. Maybe he's about to say, really, Angela, ever since you walked in my fucking life, shit's been fucked up. Shit's been fucked up. Ever since you walked in my life has been fucked up. Technically, he almost lost both of his daughters. Because the first time the little baby girl choked on a piece of Angela's charm. Or some shit like that. So he almost lost the baby, and he ended up losing Raina. So maybe Angela and Ghost have a fucking heart-to-heart in a conversation that we haven't seen these two have yet. That's on some real fucking shit. That's on some real live motherfucking shit. So what I think about this episode, I absolutely fucking loved it. And when people compare Snowfall and Power, I like Snowfall. I review Snowfall Thursday nights right after it airs. Y'all follow the Black Guru if you don't already, if you're a fan of Snowfall. I like Snowfall. But when I tell you Power is on another fucking level, it is. And I just hate the fact that people have such short attention spans that they can't, you know, they have to always be entertained. It's got to be funny or fast, or it's always got to come at them. But this show gets fucking nuances right. They get fucking the lighting, the set pieces, the words used in the conversation, the foreshadowing. Snowfall doesn't foreshadow shit. I wish you would have done the 1 through 10 for every episode like you did last season. I feel dumb because I don't know that Raina and Tariq were twins. You may have already addressed that. I was late. But Snowfall was telling a real life story though. Maybe Tommy putting Tracker on the Mob Guy. No comparison to Power. There are very few shows that compare. Yeah, like I said, Snowfall's telling a true story, but it's dramatized. It's sort of fictional. It's roughly the story of Freeway Ricky Ross, but they don't want to give Ricky Ross any credit. No comparison. Power is a different level, different era. Yeah, I'm just talking about the quality of the two shows. The quality of the two shows. You know, and I don't know why we always got to compare each show just because both of them are about drug dealing. So we got to compare. Snowfall's better than. No, it's not, people. I'm sorry. No, the fuck is not. I mean, I can compare Snowfall season 1 to Power season 1 and see which one is better. But overall, the quality and the craftsmanship that's going into fucking Power trumps Snowfall. It fucking trumps Snowfall. I'm being honest. And I like Snowfall. And y'all go ahead and follow me on YouTube, The Black Guru on YouTube. I may do a video specifically about this topic. Snowfall versus Power. But when I say Power works on a real meta level, it works on this second level of fucking visual storytelling. The foreshadowing, the fucking scenes, the sets, the lighting, the way characters interact with one another was nothing that's sort of bothering me on Snowfall. Yeah, it's just Snowfall's a good story, but it's not as intricate as fucking Power. We seen a scene tonight on Power that it takes you 5 years to lay the bricks for that fucking scene. I like Snowfall, but I love Power. My feelings is exactly. Snowfall is young and has room to build. Definitely. As always, good recap, good show tonight. No doubt, Harrison. No doubt. No doubt. So yeah, you guys follow me on YouTube. I can't say enough about that comparison. I can't say enough about the last two episodes of Power. The last two episodes of Power are the reason why I'm a fan of this show. These characters are so intriguing, and when they get acting like this, when they get this type of direction, when all of this shit comes together, it's some of the most poignant, powerful, dramatized television that we have out right now. I think the love between Tommy and Ghost has made Power so good. Man, I'm telling you, bro. So and you know, but I hear a lot of people saying that, and you're gonna hear that more and more and more as this season of Snowfall continues, as this season of Power continues. You're gonna hear this debate more and more and more. Is Snowfall better than Power? Snowfall's better than Power. No. Comparing Power to Snowfall is like comparing your main chick with the side chick with the new. Yeah. You know what, Marquise? That's a great example. Because you know your main chick, she you fuck with her on a different level. The new chick is not on a different level. She may have some shit that your main chick don't have, or you ain't had in a while, or she just new. Hey, what's up? She's just new. But you know you and your main chick got fucking, y'all got a whole nother fucking established connection. And Power is making a whole different connection with its fucking audience that Snowfall is not making. I haven't seen Snowfall foreshadow shit. I haven't seen them fucking deal with anything on a meta level. I haven't seen, you know, with Snowfall, everything you see is what you get. Power really starting to get up there with me on Breaking Bad because BB doesn't have a Tariq. Good point. I seen you in Butcher Scope. Nice to see you. What's up, bro? Yeah, I'm here reviewing Power. For those who do not know, I am the Black Guru. What I offer is sage wisdom. Follow the Black Guru if you don't already, and keep those hearts flying. So yeah. So stop it. Tonight's episode was brilliant. We've finally seen the destruction of the St. Patrick family. I mean, you know, not that I wanted to see it, but we've seen this thing crumble. Let's establish this. Power and Snowfall are both better than The Walking Dead in its current state. You know what, Troll? I'm offended that you even said that. Power and Snowfall are so much better than the shit show, which is The Walking Dead, that I don't even really want to have that conversation because you know how I am. You guys know how I feel about The Walking Dead. And anytime that goddamn show is mentioned and you compare it to quality shows like Snowfall and Power, I get a little bit upset. Snowfall has The Walking Dead beat on dialogue alone. The dialogue on fucking Snowfall trumps anything that The Walking Dead ever did. And I'm not bullshitting. I think Ghost is going to accept that Tariq isn't the kid he wants him to be, and Ghost is going to teach him the ropes. St. Patrick family, I just got here. Yeah, the St. Patrick's, man. I don't want a penthouse where people come up an elevator straight into your home without you knowing. They have a doorman. They have a doorman, which is kind of weird. Yeah, they have a doorman, though. Tonight's episode was really good, you guys, and I really can't say much more than that. I thought Kendrick Lamar's appearance was going to be something that was going to really kind of bring the show down for me. Yeah, but he lets anybody up. Yeah. Think about if The Walking Dead would have made Carl like Tariq. Interesting. I disagree. I think Tommy will teach Tariq. I think Ghost going to the Holy Ghost. I hope Ghost doesn't run over a little girl while drunk driving. Yeah, that's whack. Folks just walking in. Yeah, that doorman just be letting anybody up. I'm here to see Ghost. Come on up, man. Go on up. Go on up. All kind of people that hit that front door. I'll cuss that fucking doorman out. Don't send nobody else up here. That's a good point though, Gigi, because even if the police got a warrant to come search your fucking place, the doorman should at least buzz you and say, "Hey, we got the FBI down here. They have a warrant that said they're coming up." Like, shouldn't nobody? That door shouldn't open, and it should be a surprise who's on the other side of it. Yeah, you shouldn't be in a place where if your door opens, it's a surprise. Like, oh my god, who? Like, how the fuck am I getting surprised with people walking into my house? Are you talking TV? Because I never heard of the St. Patrick's. Yeah, I'm talking about Power. You see the screen, Derek? Black Guru Power Review. Yeah, we're talking about Power. Black Guru Power Review. Right there. That's the craziest thing. What y'all talking about? What y'all talking about? What? Huh? What's going on here? Now come on with that, y'all. And like I said, to Gigi's point, I wanted to just look at this fire. You know how this fire is set in the background. It's just beautiful, man. They walk in that bitch like it's a hotel lobby, right? Are you on YouTube? Yes, I'm on YouTube. Classy. The Black Guru on YouTube. You'll go to YouTube and search The Black Guru. You can watch all of my snowfall reviews that I've done, all of my power reviews, and I'm going to have some content that'll be exclusively on YouTube. Possibly even a snowfall versus power video. I want to know what you think Simon up to. Simon's a motherfucking racist. I think he's up to some white supremacy. So I suspect Simon of being a white supremacist. So I can't assume someone who joins midstream to know what you're talking about at the moment. Okay. But I try to put signals. I try to signal what we're talking about though, Derek. That's why I have the images of the characters. I have it in the title, what I'm talking about. I have, I try to signal what's going on. I'm hearing some bad stuff on Orange is the New Black. I haven't seen it. I could not find you on YouTube. Yeah, it's just The Black Guru. Guru, I'm struggling trying to get through Orange is the New Black. Ooh, what do you mean? Is it trash? You know what? Let me say this because I haven't reviewed Orange is the New Black yet. I haven't even seen it yet. Y'all telling me it's trash. Let me say this. We already have a black from Simon Facts. What will Tate do to try and crush Ghost? That's a good plot point, troll. I'm looking to see that. A lot of people are saying Orange is the New Black is trash, but let me tell y'all something. And I always say this shit, and I've said this shit before. I've always said this shit. Sometimes shows go past the premise of the fucking show. And I thought Orange is the New Black, and I hate to kind of veer off here, but I thought Orange is the New Black ended last season. The story of Lynchfield finally, everybody being evacuated from Lynchfield, that's the end of the fucking show. Okay? So the entire Piper goes to prison premise is completely, they threw that out the window after season 1. And I think the show fucking ended when everybody was evacuated from Lynchfield. I think that was the end of the fucking show. The end of the original premise. And sometimes shows go beyond the ending of their original premise and they start reaching for little wild fucking storylines and shit to keep people involved. And a lot of times people they just don't want to ride that roller coaster again. Have you ever been to an amusement park and you ride a roller coaster and you like it and you may ride it twice but you don't ride it the third time? It's kind of like that. Like I've been on that roller coaster a couple of times. I had some fun. I don't want to ride it again. I'm only 3 episodes, but a reviewer said the Black jumped the shark when Vince caught a dunk contest. Yeah, I don't think it's a difference. Like The Walking Dead, I'm disappointed. It's a difference between jumping the shark and going past your show's premise, and there's a bit of a difference there. There's a bit of a difference because The Walking Dead jumped the shark, but it didn't go past the show's premise. It just got so far away from the premise that they started doing things that wouldn't connect. But for example, to me, let me give you guys a counter example. Breaking Bad. Exactly, Derek. Breaking the premise of Breaking Bad ended when Gus killed Gustavo. When Walter killed Gus, excuse me. When Walter killed Gus, that was the end of Breaking Bad. That kind of culminated the entire storyline. So at the end of season 4, how season 4 ends, Walter White sitting in a chair, they're panning away from Walter White, and they're panning in, excuse me, they're zooming in, and they see that it was Walter White who made the medicine or made the poison that poisoned the kid. Once they zoomed in on that, as an audience member, you realize that it wasn't Gus who was the bad guy in all of this. It was really Walter. Walter has officially broke bad. He's gone into a place where he's willing to hurt kids to make sure. So that was to make sure his deeds get done. So that was the end of the transformation of Walter White into Heisenberg. But then in season 5, they kind of started pulling in a bunch of shit. They brought in some white supremacists. Then they brought in some new different characters, some new different dynamics, some storylines, and so they went past their premise to try to create more story, but they didn't jump the shark in doing so. You follow me? And for those who do not know, jumping the shark just simply means that a show has gone so far away from its premise that it's essentially unwatchable, or is getting so ridiculously far away from what made the show good that you just don't want to see anything from the show anymore. That's kind of summing up what jumping the shark means. I know we all love with Power right now, but this show has to be getting close to an ending too. Yeah, yeah. I think there's still some juice because the family dynamic is still there. So I think Walking Dead, in regards to the St. Patrick's, still have juice. Because we don't really know where Ghost is going to land yet. We don't really know what's going to happen with Ghost yet. They kind of did, but we all accepted it because it was a good show. Facts. See, Derek, they didn't jump the shark. They just went past the original premise. But they didn't jump the shark because the characters were still good. The Walking Dead, on the other hand, jumped the shark, meaning they fucking retconned their whole fucking premise. Retcon meaning that they essentially destroyed their original premise. The Walking Dead jumped the shark so bad I stopped watching it. Wade 50 riding a bike with a bell, not jumping the shark. No, considering this is why, because that entire scene with Kendrick Lamar was played up for laughs, right? So you have Kendrick Lamar as the crackhead being comedy relief. So Kanan on a bike with a bell is not necessarily jumping the shark because that whole scene was a comedic scene. That whole scene was a little bit absurd. So that scene was all about absurdity. You have Kendrick Lamar kind of, being absurd. So, absurd. So, I was joking. Okay. So yeah, y'all go ahead and retweet this. Follow the Black Guru on YouTube. I could go on and on and on. These are one of those scopes and one of those reviews where I can just go ad nauseum because people are starting to compare Snowfall to Power. I review both shows, and when Snowfall shows up like they did when Power shows up like it did tonight, nothing can fuck with it. Nothing can fuck with it. I'm telling y'all now. This is trust the Black Guru. Trust the Black Guru. Nothing can fuck with it. Nothing's fucking with it. And the show's not getting really, it's not getting enough credit. How do you rate this show? I think last week was still better. I think this week was better. I think this week was better. All because of what took place in this scene here. All because the moments that took place in James's house. He comes home drunk on his son's birthday. The family is fucking distraught because of a cake mix up. His son is telling them like it is. His fucking estranged wife is having a breakdown. She basically just told her son, for in no uncertain terms, I'd rather it have been you instead of Raina. So to see the St. Patrick's at this low point, to see them fall to this point, through all the hysterics that they've been through, I think this episode trumps last week, but I think these 2 episodes were the culmination of 5 seasons of fucking character development and character exploration. What do you think about the ending of Power should be based on what we know at this point? Well, I say the ending of Power. I said moments ago that we don't know where Ghost is going to land, right? What I meant by that is the whole premise of the show is Ghost getting out of the life. Ghost getting out of the life. Now, what's interesting tonight is that we may have a turning point in Ghost as a character. He kind of turned to religion. He may be starting to get right within himself. So we may start to see a different Ghost as far as getting out of the life. He always wanted to escape the life externally, but maybe it's time for him to look within to escape the life. These are the implications of tonight's episode. That it's time for Ghost to start to change within if he wants to change without, instead of trying to control everything and try to be this master chess player. That he needs to start resolving issues that are within him before he finally leaves the life. So what that means for his relationship with Angela, with this relationship with Tariq, Tommy, Kanan, Tasha. So what that means to the people he relate to, we're going to have to find out. But to answer your question directly, Brad, I don't know how the show will end, but I know we have to get an answer to this question. Did Ghost get out of the life? Yes or no? Okay, do you think he too deep to leave? Possibly. Ghost messed up by running his mouth to that crooked pastor. Pastor would telltale everything. I didn't notice that. That may be a good point. And I'll be very disappointed in that pastor if he does. What about Tariq telling them about the money laundering? Well, we always knew he was going to snitch. But I think ultimately, Brad, that we have to end the show with the question being answered. Did Ghost get out of the life, yes or no? Because that's the central conflict of the show. So we have to end with that central conflict being answered. Ghost, yes, he got out the life, or no, he never did. And I think if the show can end with that premise without trying to become this monstrosity or a shell of itself like most television shows become, if it can avoid doing that and still deliver on that premise, I'll say this is one of the better shows to hit the airwaves. Death will be his end. I'm calling it now. Possibly. I really wish Power was on Fox or CBS main channel. It deserves that kind of mainstream audience. It is that fucking good. It is that fucking good. I just wish it wasn't on Starz. I think Starz is the worst fucking place for it, but it's the only show that took a chance, only station that would take a chance on it. Hey, audience, what I need to watch, Guru? What I need to watch, Power? What do you mean, Sith? So yeah, you guys, like I said, this is one of those nights where I can go about tonight's show. I really can. I really, really can. Ghost will never get out of the life as long as he's connected to Tommy. Well, what does that mean? Like I said moments ago, now that he may be on the path of doing some internal changes, making some changes on the inside, then what does that mean for the relationship of the people that's around him? What does that mean for these relationships? It's on Starz, Sith. And I think that if Power wasn't on Starz, I think that it'll be a much more popular show. I think it really would. If it was on HBO, it'd be a lot better. Then we wouldn't have a chance to see him and Angela in action, Tasha and the driver, etc. What you mean by that, Gigi? I feel like Tommy will die, and that will end Ghost being out of the life. I just have a feeling. Guru worth watching. Yeah, I review it every week. I review the fucking show every week. Yeah, it's worth watching. I review the shit every week. The answer to your question, Seth, is yes. But you're about 5 seasons behind, so you gotta, when you get a little time off and you can chill. Why do you say that? Why do I say what? Have you ever seen someone like Tommy? I just don't ever remember a character like him so unique. I think he is a very unique character. Curse words and strong sexual content. That's a good point. I see what you're saying, GG. So it has to be on a premier cable channel to get the sex scenes, the language, some of the violence. Um, I think HBO would have been better on HBO, but it's okay that it's on Stars. Power can't be on CBS because there's too much violence and nudity. You know what? It's funny because it's starting to get to a point where those broadcast networks are getting desperate because nobody's really tuning in like that anymore. So there's really no advantage of being on CBS than being on cable or a premium channel because people are kind of watching things when they want to watch them. So I think network television is going to get more and more risque as far as what they put out there just to try to retain audiences. Yeah, about the channels. I lost my train of thought. Yeah, so I think they're going to get more and more risque as far as, hey, we're not going to be so conservative. Now, broadcast TV is, it's FCC airwaves. It's all FCC airwaves, but they have a little bit more restrictions than what they can do versus the premium channels. But I think they're going to start even pushing up against those limits because they're getting pinched so bad. People like instant satisfaction, so Hulu and Netflix are winning with the original shows. Yeah, but I'll say something to that though, GG. I think Netflix has too many original shows. Netflix has too many fucking original shows that it's kind of hard to fucking. You don't really know what's good on Netflix. How many people watch Power weekly? I don't know, but I fucking love watching it weekly. I like watching a show like this weekly because I like the idea of you gotta wait a week to see what happens. I still kind of like that anticipation. Binge watching is cool, but I kind of like waiting a week to see what happens. This original overload with Netflix. Yeah, I think Netflix, they're doing too many fucking originals right now, and it's hard to tell what's good. Like you really don't know. Netflix changed their ranking system, and it's hard to really know what's good on Netflix other than word of mouth. That's the only thing. And every time you meet someone who has Netflix, they're like, "Hey, did you watch hey Devin?" They're like, "Hey, did you watch XYZ show on Netflix?" "Oh no, never seen it." "Oh, it's really good. You should watch it." It's like, I don't know. You know? Everybody's recommending the little shit that they're into, and it's kind of hard to keep up. I liked it better when Netflix had about 5 or 6 shows. Orange is the New Black, House of Cards. You kind of knew what to watch. I like the original. I hate the corny sitcoms on TV. I think we passed that. I think we are too. But my point is, what do I watch? They got about 100 fucking Netflix originals, shows, TV shows. Which one of these motherfuckers do I watch? I'm still trying to get y'all to watch The Handmaid's Tale. Gigi, I may watch The Handmaid's Tale. I may watch it. It's possible. Then you have the Amazon Prime originals. Yeah. The best original that came out was 1.5 million viewers this season 5 premiere. For Power, that's okay. That's not great, but that's not bad. Hey, just subscribe to Starz. Gonna start. It may. Peace. All right. That's what's up, Seth. Follow me on YouTube too, so you can watch all my previous reviews. 1.5. That's not good because they did. I think they premiered at 2 million the year before, so that's kind of down. Luke Cage on Netflix and now Hulu. You should get a commission for that, like a link to Starz. Yeah. So yeah. Not to belabor the point, y'all go ahead and follow the Black Guru if you don't already. I'll be on. You're on YouTube, Black Guru, right? The Black Guru. Look for the Black Guru, THE Black Guru on YouTube, and follow me on Instagram, the Black Guru on Instagram, and like I said, not to belabor the point, I'm fired up about tonight's episode though. This, I kind of feel it right here. I'm kind of fired up about tonight's episode. I really enjoyed it. I really did. I really enjoyed Power as a show. Um, and join me on Thursday when we review Snowfall. Episode season 2, episode 3 of Snowfall. But tonight's, I mean, the fucking meat that's on the bones of this fucking show. I'm telling you guys, just take it from the Black Guru. The meat that's on the bones of this show is like none other. It really isn't. And I watch TV. I watch different shows. In a show like Snowfall, it just can't compare. It really can't. Empire couldn't compare. Has me thinking Dirty Pastor now since he said it. We can relate to real life black family drama. Yeah, and it took so long to develop these dramas. It took so long to put this shit together. This is nothing that you can just do in season, just real quick. I won't. I'll save that for my Snowfall versus Power video. But I appreciate everybody's time. Y'all follow the Black Guru if you don't already. I missed your Snowfall review, but did you notice that Salute comment on Snowfall? So much Breaking Bad. Yeah, it's just so much Breaking Bad. It's almost disgusting. How many shows are you willing to review this fall? I don't know. I got 2 right now. So I reviewed 2 shows now. Then I'm going to pick up Insecure. So that's going to be 3. Even though I don't know, but I'll do Insecure. So that's 3. My goal is 3. I want to keep about 3 shows. I don't want to go past 3. I still got to do Game of Thrones. People telling me do Mayans. I mean, Walking Dead is coming back. I vote Mayans and Purge. Walking Dead is coming back. But those are summer shows. Think fall sweeps. The Shot on Showtime is very good. Yeah, I do got to get some shows this fall. Y'all want me to review Walking Dead? Y'all don't want me to review Walking Dead. I should. I'm thinking about it. Right now, at this very moment, I'm 85%. At this second, I'm 85% willing to review the next season of The Walking Dead. Just for the sheer fucking... Oh my God. Just for me to fucking rant on that show. Even though I would say Walking Dead had some good episodes last year. It really did. We can pull them together and take a vote on the top 3. I'm okay with that. Is today your birthday? No. I think that was a joke, Bobo. Fun of trashing it right. They're adding a bunch of new cast. Yeah, I really just want to trash The Walking Dead. That's why I review it just to trash it. I'm confused with Fear of the Walking Dead and The Walking Dead. Don't be confused, Specialty. It's all shit. It's basically the difference between diarrhea and a motherfucking constipation. Turd. It's all shit. And it's all going down the same fucking toilet. So it don't matter. Pick your poison. Do you want constipation or do you want motherfucking bubble guts? That's the difference between Fear the Walking Dead and The Walking Dead. Constipation and motherfucking bubble guts. So yeah, y'all, let me get the fuck up out of here. For those who do not know, I am the Black Guru. What I offer is sage wisdom. Follow the Black Guru if you don't already, and keep those hearts flying. I'll see you guys in a couple of days. I'll see you guys next week. One love.